What's your whole take on the PJ Washington, Brittany Renner situation? Have you followed that at all?
Yeah.
So apparently what people are focusing on was that she was going to his high school games or college games, and she's like some years older than him, right. And they're saying that she was kind of grooming him to a certain degree.
This is the deal. Okay. He knew. I say this all the time. One, I'm a fan of Brittany.
Okay.
I always like what she puts on Instagram.
I've interviewed her before.
I was a fan of her show, of her way.
Yes.
And then, she said that thing. She goes, if you ever want to come up, fuck basketball players. They don't use rubbers. Boom, 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 boom. I heard her say it when it was original. And I was like, wow. I'm not going to say she's wrong, but wow that I heard it.
She said that, huh?
She said it. And I have it too. I have it. I've sent it to somebody. I said, I told you. She said,
if you want to come up, fuck a basketball player.
Fuck a basketball player. They don't
condoms.
like using condoms. That's exactly what.
But who likes using condoms though? Like who does like using condoms? What you going to tell me? Football players like using condoms more than basketball players? Fuck out of here.
Nobody likes.
Or rappers like using condoms. Like no one likes using condoms,
especially sailors. But listen, so I said when she got with old boy, and I said, wow, this young cat is like, that whole I don't care what anybody say. We in love. And I think their parents was like, hey, she's a little bit older than you. Y'all can slow it down and just date. You don't have to be so serious. And then she was pregnant and all the pictures started not showing. And then when she got out, she was like, all right, I got what I wanted. I'm at this situation. I looked at her and I was like, she is straight up a really good planner. This chick, Brittany, you are really good at planning your future. And
right.
she planned her future. She's an ex-soccer player. She planned her future. This is how well she planned it. Not only did she have a baby with a multimillionaire, she had a baby with an athlete, and she's an athlete, knowing that she's going to hopefully have her kid be an athlete. Like she is literally keeping the bloodline as strong. And she picked a good candidate. This is a good kid to have, he's a phenom at 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
So she's a really good planner. I'm still a fan of hers too. So I just
listen, she's an attractive girl. I can understand why the condom might get thrown out the window in that particular situation. I get it. Right. Especially at the end of the day, if that's like your girlfriend, who you are seeing, what, y'all really going to be using condoms?
No. And you know what else she did? When she's now giving advice on when your baby mama or baby daddy is being a problem. So she's constantly giving herself content to have a conversation about from being in the middle of it.
Right. She's saying it's a stepdaddy season right now.
Yeah.
She's hanging out. She got the baby with Tiana Trump, the porn star. Like, they're posing with the baby and everything. I think she went on like some sort of strip club tour with Tiana Trump.
Did she?
Something like that, yeah. Something. Or some sort of club tour, like something.
She secured the bag.
Listen, I guess from my point of view, what exactly did she do wrong? Like, why is everyone so mad? Like,
it's not like Zsa Zsa Gabor didn't do it. Well, now I'm going to show my age. Liz Taylor got married 7 times.
Yeah.
There's people always put this up. Marriages used to be set up according to
wealth
and stature, right?
Yeah.
What did Genghis Khan do? Genghis Khan married his daughters off and then put his son-in-laws into the war, knowing they were going to get killed, so the daughters inherit the wealth of that village or that tribe.
Right.
I mean, there's everybody has always thought of how can I come up and I don't care who I got to step on.
Genghis Khan also had like 1,000 children. Just so you know.
Yeah. He made sure
I'm actually not exaggerating. It was really like 1,000 children.
Yeah. He made sure his bloodline was moving.
Yes. Pull-out game was super weak.
His pull-out game was weak, but his
Super
baby
weak.
making game
Oh,
was,
yeah, it was top notch.
1,000%.
1,000%. I guess from my point of view is, I mean, at the end of the day, when two people start beefing publicly, the general public will take the side of the more popular person.
Yeah.
No matter who's right or wrong, the more popular person, you know, whatever ridiculous things Nicki Minaj will say, her fans will ride for her forever, right? So, I mean, in this case, PJ is obviously the bigger celebrity by far.
I don't know.
Yes, he is.
I don't know.
Most of the world, okay, like basketball fans worldwide know who he is. You have to really be into a certain kind of thing to know who Brittany is.
Yeah, but the Instagram is so much.
Brittany's not on TV, on international TV every day the way he is. Like he's marketed by a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate.
Right.
Like,
but what does he do now? See, this is where it runs into a situation. Who is he now? Is it when you mention PJ, are you going to mention his basketball ability, or we're going to mention Brittany?
Well, it depends what he does with his basketball ability. If he starts winning some championships and starts putting out some, you know.
No, we're not going to. We're always going to associate him with that piece.
Maybe for now.
I didn't mean to call her a piece either, but right. That situation.
I mean, I guess what I want to say is I've interviewed her before. Mm-hmm. We did one interview. I don't know her beyond that. But I'm looking at this going like, what exactly did she do wrong? So she's attracted to this, you know, athletic, good-looking guy, you know, so he's a few years younger than her. It's not a huge age difference. It's not like a 30-year age difference. It's like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years, whatever. So she went and got with this guy that she probably found attractive.
And he likes her.
And he likes her. They get together. She gets pregnant. It doesn't work out. Most breakups seem to happen after the pregnancy. When you look at a lot of couples split up right after the pregnancy with all the pressure that goes into having a baby and everything else like that.
And we don't know why it was a breakup.
We don't know why they split up. But at the end of the day, everyone's painting her to be this villain and this gold digger and this, that. Look, she got with this guy. She got pregnant. It didn't work out.
Did they get married?
I don't think so.
So the baby is only 7%, first baby. Only 18% of its net worth. And that's only for 18 years. So a cool, smart thing would be if he really had to pay her, say he had to pay her $50,000 a month, right?
Okay.
$600,000 a year. Then what he would want to do is take $6 million, put it in his life insurance and pay it from the interest. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of 18 years, you can keep the money for the kid, or you can take it all away and split it and be done. That's the smart thing to paying that amount. But you should also be a good father to the child. You don't have to be anything with her. And you should build up who you are as a human and then move on from there. I was blessed enough to be able to get my kid, my first daughter, Giovanna, after 18 months. I was able to raise her because her mother knew that it was a better place to be with me. Mm-hmm. And then when I got married, I legally got custody.
Nice.
I was one of the only men to ever do that. Malik Yoba told me that. Like one of the only men to ever get their child and the child being a female. So
okay.
So when you do it, you just have to understand all the other things going on between you and the other person is no longer important. The only thing important is trying to help raise the most sane human, which is a hard thing to do with the internet, television, and the messed up way that you were raised.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a 6-year age difference between the two of them. She's 29, he's 23. Not a big difference.
It was a big difference.
If there was a 29-year-old man with a 23-year-old female, no one would even mention it.
Well, she met him at 18 is what people are saying.
Okay, she met him at 18.
Which is legal.
She
didn't do anything
illegal. She was 24.
Illegal. Right. She didn't do anything illegal. She got young penis that was ready to go after ejaculation.
When I was in college, when I was 21, I think I messed around with an 18-year-old. Like, you know what I mean?
17, almost about to be.
No,
18.
18. not sure about that one. Yeah.
If you lived in Miami, they would say the legal age is 16. I used to say, why do y'all know that? Why do y'all know?
Why do y'all know this?
Why do you know the statutory?
My point is like, look, she got pregnant. It didn't work out. She didn't do anything wrong.
It did work out. Well, everything she planned worked out.
I don't think she said, hey, I'm going to get pregnant and then I'm going to dump him and I'm going to be a single mother and try to take him for as much money as I can. I think the idea was, hey, I like this guy. I got pregnant. We're taking baby pictures, like pregnancy pictures together. I hope this works out so we could raise a family together. I will do a lot better being with this man than being separated, right? Because as he continues to build his wealth, you're right there with him. You know what I mean? And maybe they'll grow old and die together. Like
that's like you said.
That's if I were to guess what was in her mind originally, I would say that's probably was her mentality. And then when it didn't work out, then whatever, she's going to do her. And she's going to try to build up a wall and say, oh, stepdaddy sees her, I'm not tripping, baby mamas now are different, whatever. But at the end of the day, I think if you said, hey, listen, he wants you back, he wants to work on the family and have you guys together and not go through this whole child support bullshit, whatever else, I think she would say, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Based on what I know from interviewing her and what I've seen online. That's what I think.
I've always wanted to meet her. I even got to the point where I would like pictures. I didn't care that they saw that I would put likes on pictures. I always wanted to meet her. I thought she was dope. I thought she was funny.
Next time I interview her, I'll reach out to you. You could hang out.
But the thing I did, I thought all that, but I did hear her say, hey, if you want to come up, I heard it myself. I watched her say it. Basketball players, they're dumb. They don't use condoms. That's the come up. So I heard her say that. Whether her subconscious made it happen that way, however that may be, I heard her say that. So it was always a situation to be on the lookout on what was happening.
Well, you know what they say, everything you say can and will be used against you. And here we go. If she said it, she gonna have to live with it. At the end of the day, there's plenty of other guys lined up, to give her baby number 2 or 3 or 6 or whatever she ends up having at the end of the day. As long as she keeps that body together, she looks like she still has.
I'm glad I'm in this position watching.
There you go.